Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. This year's gala presentation for New York City Center will be the beloved musical Ragtime, which will run from October 30th through November 10th. And we dropped by the rehearsal room to bring you a sneak peek and meet the company.
I have loved this show passionately since it came out for a very long time. I was able to see it, when I was in high school, and it meant so much to me. And I think bringing together this particular company of artists, any one of whom, if any one of these people I heard was doing Ragtime, I would fly anywhere in the world to see them. And the fact that we are all together and every single person is bringing their full heart to this, it's just truly a dream.
I mean, it's the show that it made a huge impact on me as a young person. I saw it in the out-of-town tryout because it tried out in Toronto, and I'm from a city nearby. So when I was 13 or 14, I saw Audra and Marin and Brian Stokes and probably Brandon Uranowitz as the little boy. And now he is one of my best friends, and I fall in love with him later in the show. So it's just a bit wild to think about it. But I've always loved the show. Never thought I would be in it. And so when I got asked to be part of this, I was so excited and so honored because it's just one of those shows that you grow up absolutely worshiping,
I think what's made this so special is just the story of it all, and the fact that we get to do this and share these connections with other people. I mean, it's still relevant now, and it's still extremely important. I think people will, hopefully walk away changed, like I said earlier. I hope that they will, walk away feeling like, oh, yeah, this touched me in a way, and I can resonate with that.
Personally, what's so special about me doing this role right now in Ragtime is I got to New York when I was 22, and folks were like, oh, you'll sing that one day, you're little too. And now I'm a father of 3, I've lived some life, I've seen some things, and it feels so organic to walk into this role of someone who is obsessed with music, tries to be a leader in the community, and talks and develops this love for his children, for his child, in a way, so it feels very close to me right now. That's what's special.
I don't know if you know this, but I played the little boy in the original production in Toronto before it came to Broadway, and I was not asked to go to Broadway, and it was crushing for me as a 11-year-old child. So to have come back around, achieved what I've achieved in that time that I thought would never have been possible back when I was 11, and to bring all of that experience with me back into this show is truly the greatest gift of my life, my artistic life, really.
The show is so spectacular. And when it came around and they told me who was already going to be a part of it, Caissie and Brandon and Josh, I've never gotten a chance to work with Caissie, which is wild considering Patty spent so much time with her. But they're all performers that I admire so much. And Josh, my experience working with Josh on Violet was so special. It's I just want to be in the room with those people again.
This is a dream come true. I was obsessed with the show as a kid, still am. I wore out that double disc set. I wore out that lyric booklet. Loved the show, just spoke to me so much, and I've studied it so much. It was Ragtime, I think, is the single biggest musical theater inspiration to me for my show Suffs, of just a show that I think masterfully takes this messy tangle of history and of this novel they adapted and makes it cohesive and accessible and yet deeply complex and intricate. It's just a masterpiece, and I hope Lynn and Stephen and the late great Terrence McNally just get celebrated as much as possible as this show comes back.
I mean, this cast has truly made this a dream. I was offered this part after Brandon and Caissie and Josh had been announced in the show. So I already knew that that was going to be the cast, and it was an immediate yes. And then coming in on day one, I was like, I've been looking up to these people for years. Feel like a little baby coming in, but it is just incredible to hear this material done in this way, and just inspired every single day, over and over again.
What's made this so special? I mean, Lear de Bessonet is guiding your beautiful ship. What's made this so special for the two of you?
Well, one thing, I'm glad you mentioned Lear, because she's so warm and so organized and smart. And, when you have a week and a half or 2 weeks of rehearsal, whatever crazy schedule it is, you want somebody like that at the helm. So it's a wonderful experience working with her and just working. Look at the ceiling here. Look at the halls. It's so beautiful, and feels like you're in the midst of history.
And I can't believe that we're here with this amazing cast of thoroughbreds and this incredible orchestra. And we're having our Sitzprobe at the end of this week, which is like 9 days after we started, which is sort of astounding to me. And just the momentum that we have here and the excitement between the cast and the musicians and everybody working so hard to put up this massive show in no time at all. It's a thrill.